Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Sportsmanship, it means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team.
Being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official,
Mom,
Dad, son,
daughter, coach.
are we in this together?
Sportsmanship. Together, we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
Determination, respect, and dedication to playing sports at my school.
Mom,
Dad,
coach. In a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned.
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HiQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HiQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
You're tuned in to Comets Basketball on the CRN Sports Network, the online home of the Clayton Comets.
And a good Thursday evening to you. Coming to you from Jeff Adams Gymnasium, the home of the Clayton Comets. We get set on CRN to give you the next round of the Greater News 3A Conference Championship round between the Clayton Comets and the East Wake Warriors on the CRN Sports Network. Wesley Allen of Fox Sports Map TV with you on the call. Be joined very shortly by Trey Snide. And unfortunately at this time we have overtime going on to the JV boys game between the Comets and the Warriors. Clayton was down by 3, shot a miracle 3-point shot at the buzzer, It went in, tied things up at 51. Right now at 2:17 remaining in overtime period 1. It is a 2-point lead for the East Wake Warriors, 53-51. With that being said, we welcome you to the new HiQ Energy Drink pregame tip-off on CRN. Of course, remember to follow us at CRN Sports on Facebook, at Community Radio Network, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Wesley Outland, Trey Snyder will be here with you very shortly as, again, the Clayton Comets, the varsity women, will be up first. The varsity women's action will host the 10-3, 1-0 conference Clayton Comets of Marlon Lee at the helm, taking on the 9-4, 1-0 conference of East Wake Warriors. So that'll be a great matchup coming up here as soon as this overtime is in the books for the JV men, the JV boys squad. And then, of course, we'll have coverage for you of the varsity girls game, varsity women's action of the Comets and Warriors, as well as the men's action later on tonight. Again, while we have a break of the action, I'd like to remind you that tonight's broadcast is under exclusive rights of Clayton High School to the Community Radio Network, solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, or retransmission without the express written consent of executive producer Trey Snyder, and of course also Bennett Jones, is restricted and prohibited. Again, 10-3 on the year for Coach Marlon Lee and the Lady Comets. They are on cloud 9. Got a big conference win on right here last Thursday, ironically, against the actually it was last Friday night, against the South Johnston Trojans. A big win in the conference to go up in 1-0. And then, of course, the East Wake Warriors are 1-0 going into tonight's game. That's on the women's side of the ball. On the men's side, this will be a great matchup. 5-7 on the year for Denny Medlin. 0-1 after a devastating conference loss last Friday night in the rival game in the conference to South Johnston. And, of course, they will now take on the 9-4, 1-0 East Wake Warriors coming up here later on this evening. So, of course, all of that is going on. And again, we're glad that you are joining us for the action. 5-7 overall on the year for Coach Denny Medlin and the Comets of men. And, of course, the East Wake Warriors basketball men's roster. Great talent all across the board, from sophomores to seniors. Same thing for the Comets. And they're, of course, at 9-4, 1-0 in the conference. So that's the tell of the tape. We'll get you ready for the game after this overtime concludes. Right now, East Wake is over the JV men, 55-52 by 3, as there's less than 90 seconds left to go in overtime period number 1. We'll have more coverage here from Clayton as we get ready for the varsity action of the women and the men of Comets versus Warriors on CRN, the Community Radio Network. Stand by for our radio timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ Energy Drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ Energy Drink. Wings are for birds.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games
With a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official.
Mom,
Dad, son,
daughter, coach.
Are we in this together?
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Getting ready for a great matchup in the Greater News 3A Conference Division between the 0-1 Conference Comets and, of course, the 1-0 Conference of the East Wake Warriors. That's on the men's side. 1-0 each for the varsity women. That game is coming up here in just a moment from Jeff Adams Gymnasium. Again, the Comets and the Warriors, the varsity women's action in just a couple of moments as, again, we continue along with the High Q Energy Drink pregame tip-off. From Jeff Adams Gymnasium, this is CRN, the Community Radio Network.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned.
From the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HIQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HighQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Well, the horn just blared in the overtime round for the Comets and East Wake Warriors in the JV boys game. The Comets go down at home to the East Wake Warriors on the road, 58-55 in overtime. A tough loss for the Clayton Comets, but again, it was a great matchup. Came down to one overtime extra period, and when it was all said and done, the East Wake Warriors were able to get the big conference win in the JV men action. Coming up, varsity women and varsity men's action will be coming up here in just a few moments. Of course, I will be joined momentarily by my good friend, Mr. Trey Snide, my brother from another mother, my colleague, my broadcast partner, will be set to give you the call here for the varsity women and the varsity men's action here momentarily. Again, we welcome you back to the new High Q Energy Drink pregame tip-off. I'm Wesley Outland of Fox Sports and MAV TV, and here come the East Wake Warrior, the varsity women. They are coming out. There's some big ones here on the squad, and of course, in addition to that, the Comets are set to roll. The varsity Lady Comets ready to go at 10-3 in the year, 1-0 in the season in the conference, taking on 9-4 on the season of the East Wake Warriors, and they are 1-0 in the conference as well as Marlon Lee will be at the helm coaching the Comets. Tony Dupree will be the head coach for the East Wake Warriors. And here come the Comets, ready to roll to the court here at Jeff Adams Gymnasium in a kaleidoscope of colors, ready for blue and gold and black and white and blue to meet and collide on the court in this Greater News 3A conference matchup coming up here in just a short bit. Asia Washington. And how about the outstanding performance by Liberty commit Asia Todd last Friday night against rival South Johnston in the opening conference game, over 40-plus points. Her biggest points total for the season so far for the Liberty commit senior of 5'10" guard forward Asia Todd. But again, it's going to be a nice battle between the Comets and the Warriors. We've got it for you here in just about less than 12 minutes from right now. Again, the Clayton Comets coming into 10-3 in the season, 9-4 for the East Wake Warriors. They are warming up on the court now. They're preparing and getting set to go here for their matchup in round number 2 of the Greater News 3A Conference. Now, of course, 10-3 for the season for the Comets, but this is only their second conference game. They're leading their conference at 1-0. The Comets are, or at least they're 1-0 in their conference. And 1-0 for the conference also of VSAC Warriors. So both of these teams are 1-0 in the conference. So bottom line, somebody is going to go down at 1-1 when it's all said and done. Somebody's going to be 2-0. Somebody's going to be 1-1 when this night concludes for the varsity women. For the varsity men on the men's side of the ball, coming up later on tonight, probably around 8:30 or so, 8:45.